Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having another historical battle named the Battle of Hydaspes in Rome TotalWar Remastered Alexander.
After the defeat at Gaugamela, Darius fled to the mountains, gathering what troops he could. Though keen to pursue him, Alexander first secured the key cities of central Persia. Babylon and the administrative capital Susa offered no resistance, and in so doing avoided any rough treatment from him. The Persian royal palace lay southeast of Susa at the ceremonial capital Persepolis, with mountainous terrain in between. Alexander's general Parmenion took the baggage train along an easier but longer northerly route, whilst Alexander took the shorter route through the mountains. In a high narrow entrance known as the Persian Gates, Alexander encountered a strong Persian force, commanded by the satrap Ariobarzanes. The Persians seemed to be in an unassailable position, but a local shepherd showed Alexander a hidden path which enabled him to outflank and rout them. Defenseless now, Persepolis too surrendered, leaving the Macedonians free to loot its treasury and burn the palace down. Now Alexander was free to take up the pursuit of Darius once more. At camp one night, Alexander received word that Darius had been found bound in golden chains and close to death in a wagon beside the road. Unwilling to run any further, the Persian king had been stabbed and left for dead by his desperate generals. Alexander honored the dead king, burying him with full ceremony and vowing vengeance on his killers. It seemed that all that remained for Alexander's victory to be complete was to subdue what little resistance remained in northeastern Persia. Once that was achieved and garrisons were established throughout the region, his men may have looked to enjoy the fruits of their labor as masters of the known world. Alexander's ambition seems to have found a new focus at this point, and the first seeds of dissent among his men were sown. Decreeing that his men should each take a Persian wife, he seemed intent on integrating the Greek and Persian cultures. He had Parmenion murdered after executing his son for supposed treachery, and in Bactria he killed Clytus during a drinking bout. The core of his army remained loyal though, even when in 326 BC his attention fixed upon India as his next conquest. In accepting the submission of the Indian city of Taxides, Alexander made an enemy of King Porus, who ruled the lands to the east. Porus gathered an army of perhaps 60,000 infantry, cavalry, chariots, and elephants, and awaited the Macedonians on the far bank of the river Hydaspes.
Okay, so basically we have kind of medical army and we need to fight against some rather tough elephants and chariots. Otherwise, I think in infantry versus infantry, we should do quite well.
326 BC. Having conquered the Persian Empire, Alexander persuades his battle-weary army to march deeper into Asia. His army now boasts Persian recruits in the form of the Mardian archers and Scythian horse archers. But the way into India is barred by the river Hydaspes, and King Porus guards the river with a huge army. Amongst the Indian army are large numbers of fearsome war elephants. Alexander knows that his army cannot possibly break through such a formidable defense. But several days ago, his scouts discovered another fording point several miles upstream. And Alexander has a plan. He camps his main army in full view of King Porus, and spends the next 4 weeks ordering large amounts of troops up and down the river. expected, Porus follows their movements. But eventually, the Indians grow complacent and ignore the Macedonians. Alexander is now ready to lead a large force across the unguarded ford and take the fight to Porus.
Okay, so what do we have in here? Something cavalry, okay, and yeah, fighting through this might be a bit difficult, and those elephants will be still quite a nuisance. So here is the fort. And we have some units left in here. Well, perhaps we can hit the enemy with them at some point. But I guess we need to run over here and form up over here. If we can get into this high ground over here, things would get quite a bit easier. I think that's our main destination, but first and foremost, let's try to get across. Okay, they are still holding position. No, now they are reacting. What cavalry we do have in here? I think we want to move to engage with Alexander. And we want you into position. We need those archers, especially against the chariots and elephants. So let's try to knock down the light cavalry and those javelin men. And we have more enemies approaching, so you guys form up over there. And then you guys form up behind them. Oh, there are those chariots. And take care of those. Are they actually trying to cross? No. Okay, phalanxes, quick. And form up. And you guys start firing at those chariots. It seems those phalanxes can't do it alone over there. You don't need to go into melee. And perhaps some tactical maneuvering would have been in order. And now it seems they are bringing in the rest of their strength over here.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack. The enemy show their true virtue.
Okay.
They are not soldiers,
Next.
only frightened rabbits running from our men.
We will send you after them. And what scraps of infantry we have left? Get over here. No, 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 no. Get away, get away, get away. And what was that? Okay. Those phalangists did okay. So that's one chariot unit down. We have cavalry coming next. I think we should be able to beat them with relative ease. Let's have you guys head over those trees. You guys form up over there. Indian spearmen. I need you guys to go and fight against those elephants. We need the chariots to pull back, and you switch to fire arrows and start hitting those elephants. You start hitting those elephants. It's the general. Okay, you guys get over here. Form up. Form up. And start hitting those elephants. Okay, we should have this. Excellent. Hold. And continue firing. You guys get over here. Let's try to get some rest for you. I doubt those will be coming back. And now they have crossed this side as well. Is that our unit? No. It's Indian light cavalry, chariots. So I guess you guys will actually form up a defensive flank on that side. Are you guys firing at all? Yes, you are. Good. Now the question is, could we actually strike at their infantry? Perhaps we should send... You are warmed up, winded. I think you two need to head over there and start hitting their missile units at the very least. So we have female archers, spearmen. Okay, so this flank is only about missile units. And taking 400 longbowmen out of equation should work rather nicely for us. Okay, they are... Oh, the female archers are breaking, but the longbowmen are not. Okay, it seems we need to cycle a bit. Oh, you guys form a phalanx. Okay, I think we have dealt with those. Let's hit the slingers next. So what about the elephants? They are still fighting. That general is still fighting after losing most of his men. And still these longbowmen are fighting. That's really impressive. Those elephants are not running amok, it seems. Okay, perhaps we are not engaging. Okay, finally. They are breaking. Perhaps you could try to hunt some of them down. And we need you guys to start focusing on those. Okay, so time to move the remaining phalanxes, at least most of them, into another position. I think Alexander actually needs to deal. Still those longbowmen are remaining here. And those elephants did rally. And we still have Indian female archers over here. Deal with them. Are these actually charging Alexander? Can we beat them? This is risky, but let's see. Not looking that good. On the other hand, yeah. Okay, they're breaking, and let's make sure they are not coming back at all. Good, and then let's take care of those archers. And now it seems that the sides have changed. Okay. So that should take care of them. And we still have one unit of elephants, chariots, spearmen. But before continuing, I think we need to at least give some rest for the troops.
Waiting for orders! Use fire! General! Missiles!
So they do have spearmen, light cavalry. Let's see if we can get into position over here. So we could begin to fire at the elephants. Exhausted, so I think we need to actually cross over before they can kind of get their... they can catch their breath. Okay, we forced them to move, so the infantry still should be rather exhausted. Otherwise... well, let's see. And we might be even hitting some chariots with that arrow fire. What little arrows we have left. Okay, and you guys start advancing. Those elephants are the biggest threat, so they need to be dealt with. And since those are exhausted, I think we should be able to break those spearmen with relative ease. Light chariots, or rather light cavalry, shouldn't be an issue. Especially as we have Alexander with us. Chariots can be an issue. So let's wait first how... okay, let's not wait. Because those might actually need some encouragement. Those, oh, they have chariots over here, okay. I guess this is going to be a slugfest. Light cavalry is breaking. Chariots still holding. Spearmen breaking. Elephants taking some damage. Okay, you hunt down those. You two get into position to handle those remaining spearmen. Oh, still one chariot. Okay, it seems our infantry broke. Nasty elephants. Those won't be coming back, and as the elephants are chasing after this, we can give them some merry chase, after which, after they are exhausted, I think we should be able to smash them rather nicely. Okay, no merry chase anymore. And that's it for those guys. And, well, let's belay that attack order still a bit. So, it's interesting how that camera angle actually shifts in the battle. So it's, okay, very tired. Yep, so you guys should catch your breath a bit. You can soak up some of those arrows. And let's get going. And that's it.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of great soldiers.
Okay, so it seems that the first attempt worked, as the enemy came rather piecemeal, so that made things quite a bit easier. Of course, the execution wasn't the best possible, especially the beginning of the battle was rather wavery, let's call it that way, as I lost some of the phalanxes, but Alexander with those upgrades clearly was the key here once again. Otherwise, cavalry actually did most of the heavy lifting over here. Phalanxes, of course, holding the line and actually hitting the elephants was important, but it was the cavalry that were the MVPs rather clearly. Their elephants did, well, most of the casualties inflicted. Those longbowmen just seemed to hold, never breaking. And this was a rather nasty charge, yeah. And here you can see how the beginning of the battle actually went quite badly, as these inflicted heavy casualties. But, I mean, surprisingly easy battle for the last battle of this campaign. And let's actually see the last cinematic related to these historical battles as well.
With his army broken, Paulus was captured, but Alexander, impressed by his bravery, reinstated him. Paulus proved a valuable ally as Alexander sought to pacify the surrounding area. Still, his restless spirit seemed unsatisfied, and it became apparent that he planned to continue on down the Ganges to take the unsettled empire of Magadha. He also voiced plans for a naval expedition back across the Mediterranean to conquer Carthage. This was a step too far for his exhausted men, and an officer, Conus, found the courage to speak for them. When told that his troops would rather return home than continue with him on his road to personal glory, Alexander stalked back to his tent in a rage. After 3 days, the situation remained unchanged. So Alexander bowed to the inevitable and agreed to return home. True to character, though, the homeward route which Alexander chose was not straightforward and presented further opportunity for battle and conquest in the Indus Valley. On reaching the Indus Delta, he assembled a fleet which was to support his land army as it marched westward across the desolate Gedrosian Desert. However, the monsoon separated the two forces, and there was great loss of life amongst his men from thirst and heat exhaustion before they reached safety at Susa. Alexander returned to Babylon, intending that the city should become the capital of his new empire. Flushed with success and firmly convinced of his own divinity, Alexander's behavior became increasingly despotic. This, coupled with further measures to mix the Persian and Greek troops and cultures, led to unrest, including a full revolt at Opis. In 323 BC, Alexander's plans for the construction of a fleet to attack Arabia and Carthage were well advanced when he fell ill with a fever. 10 days later, at the age of 32, Alexander died. When asked on his deathbed who was to succeed him, he replied, "The strongest."
Okay, so that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, and very special thanks to existing channel members: Napoleon Complex, Kosakusar, Mark Anthony, Blue Eye Wolf. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.